Here's the situation. Time for another toy rotation. It's coming up on like a year since I first contacted my therapist. I'm just so happy for strangers. I know she's gonna love this, but they're all the same thing. Does that make sense? I made sure to bring out a fresh stacker. Just puts everything into perspective. This feels monumental. Oh, hello friends. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the situation. It is, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Annie started feeling sick on Monday. Not that she can tell us, but we could tell. Things were getting pretty sad, and it is now Friday. And I would say today is like the toughest day. I can tell that we're probably making a turn pretty soon, but like mentally for the caregiver, I feel like today is just so hard. I feel like I've been pretty good at just keeping my head down, bulldozing through this, doing what we gotta do, accepting the situation, but at a certain point, and I feel like moms will know what I'm talking about, it feels like you'll never get out of the like sick toddler trenches when you're just like in it deep. But I'm trying to tell myself it could always be worse. We could all be sick at the same time, and I'm knocking on wood. I'm just like anticipating Jack or I to get sick at this point, but at least it's not all right now. Like that's a silver lining, but it doesn't mean this week has not been very difficult, specifically today. Like any other day, I had a whole checklist of things that would be smart probably to tackle during her nap, but because of just how this morning went, I was so mentally not good by the end of that shift. And I literally looked at my list real quick and I was like, does anything have to happen like right now? And I did one thing that would make me feel better about doing, like right when she went down for a nap, and the rest of it can happen later. But one of the main things that I would say I have gotten out of therapy, it's coming up on like a year since I first contacted my therapist to start seeing her, which is so crazy. And when I say that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've come so far. Like, I'm so proud of myself. Oh gosh, oh no, don't, no. But we talk about like so many specific things in there, and she helps me with like so many specific things, but there's definitely a theme, like an overarching theme of things that I've taken out of it, and it's been like so helpful. Like that can just like be applied to so many things. And I think one of those main things is recognizing when I'm feeling like overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, like any of those like overwhelming feelings, and almost recognizing them as an outside thing. We call it like holding it up. It's like, okay, I am so overwhelmed. I am so stressed. I am at my wit's end. And by identifying that when it starts happening, it almost allows me to not be so consumed by it because I've identified that it's happening. Does that make sense? Like instead of it causing me to absolutely spiral out of control and thinking, how can I fix it? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Like just identifying it as a separate entity almost and kind of going from there. And by being able to do that, again, I just don't like get so consumed by it. I kind of can take it as like, it is what it is, and this is happening right now, and oh, that's interesting. I'm feeling those things, I'm sensing those things. And then I can almost like more effectively take action, you know, whether it's accepting them and knowing and realizing they're not going to last forever, or in this case, I was like, I desperately need to do something when she's down for a nap that I want to do. Like I desperately want to do something for me, and sometimes that is laying on the couch and catching up on some YouTube videos that I haven't been able to watch. Then today I was just feeling so called to do something creative that I've been wanting to do, and just for my own self, and things that I just know that would fill my cup in this moment. And I already feel really good doing those. Like literally doing my makeup right now is already making me feel a lot better. Although I have to say, I was back there kind of getting stuff ready. I'll explain explain like what I'm doing in a sec, but I was kind of back there and I thought I heard her. She is like a solid napper. Like you put her down at 12 and like we're not seeing her until 3, most likely like 3 o'clock. But it was only like 1 o'clock and I heard her stirring, like something kind of spooked her or like got her out, or maybe she was coughing or something and she was sad. I could see that she was settling down and she went back to sleep. Anyway, the thing that brings me joy right now, I am doing my makeup because I want to do a mini photo shoot for myself, because I recently worked with a very talented branding graphic designer to just do a good solid refresh on specifically my YouTube, but that is sparking like some refresh that I want to do across my other socials, just with like the bio, the colors, etc. And her name is Haley. I will leave her information down below for anyone who's interested or is a creator themselves or has a website. Like she does so much stuff. Any of the pop-ups that you have seen or graphics that you've seen on my videos so far have always been from her shop, because she does like digital downloads that you can buy just right off her website to use, like subscribe pop-ups or social pop-ups or little text on the screen pop-ups. She's so talented. Her stuff is so cute. And I first heard of her because Aspen Ovard, actually, speaking of the palette, this palette is Aspen's from Tarte, posted about her rebrand at one point like 6 years ago or something, and she's been working with Haley ever since. Like anytime Aspen needs some stuff, she works with her. So I've used her digital downloads, but then it's been in the back of my mind of like, okay, I think I really want to bite the bullet and truly invest in, I wouldn't say maybe like a rebrand, because I feel like my channel has not really had a solid intentional brand as far as the visuals go. Like I'm here, I'm consistently in the vlogs and stuff, and that's like, I guess, a brand within itself, but you know, just like the visuals and stuff like that. But the stuff that goes behind doing even just like a mini refresh or a mini rebrand of stuff like this is actually, it's so fun, but it's just so much more than it appears to be. And I've found it very fun. Like the first step for me was looking at my channel and being like, if you've never been here before, what do you want people to feel? Like what's the feeling that you want people to have when they just come and see the channel? Like what is that? And kind of like identifying words like nurturing, cozy, creative, like those are some of the words that were coming to me. And then from there, I spent far too long on Pinterest finding things that just spoke to me. And then from there, I was able to kind of narrow down the stuff that I noticed had type of elements in common. So there was the feeling, right? And then the next part is like, okay, but what do you do? Like, what do you do? What do you talk about? What are your vlogs about, etc.? And really honing in on what specifically that is when you kind of just have vlogs. And we also had our whole infertility journey and also just current content and mom content, but also me as an individual. It's really hard to hone in on that, but I found the process so fun. So I don't know if those new graphics in the rebrand will be up with this video. I'm hoping so, but that brings me to why I'm doing makeup right now. That was very long-winded and I apologize. We're just doing our makeup together right now. And I'm just blabbing. My profile picture right now is the one that I use, I'm pretty sure, across most things. Maybe I switched out my Instagram one when I was pregnant, but with the new colors and with the new visuals, I'm like, oh, clearly I need a new profile picture. Like I need something that is more current. I think the one that's on YouTube right now is literally from when I lived in Seattle. And a lot of you watching right now probably don't even know that I lived in Seattle. Like that's how long ago that was. So with this new refresh, I was like, need a new prof pic. So instead of the other responsibilities that I may have had on my list today, that seems to spark joy and creativity and happiness. But I feel like moms will also understand like what I'm about to say. Doing something like this, like just taking pictures, like simply just getting ready and taking pictures, means a shower, it means makeup, and then like setting your camera up and doing the actual thing. And that takes time. When you have such a finite amount of that, it's definitely a bigger decision to make. So this feels monumental that I chose this over my other responsibilities, but it also feels good. So let's try to sneak in this photo shoot, shall we? Before Annie Banani wakes up. She needs some more cuddles.
It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades. And you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. 'Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm at night. No, I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California.
Oh my god. I'm watching one of the vloggers that I've watched for so long. Her name's Alyssa Rose. And like, she just found out she was pregnant. Well, not now, but like, she's releasing all of this like footage from when she found out she was pregnant, and I'm watching her telling her family and friends, and like, it is bringing me back. Like, I am not okay. It just brings me back to that time of just like being so excited and telling people that we love in our lives, and like, it's so exciting, you know, you're able to start dreaming, and you're able to start like picturing what your life might look like, even though you have no idea what it's going to actually look like. But I can remember how I felt during that, and it's just like, I'm just so happy for strangers on the internet sometimes. I can like feel it. I can feel their energy and their excitement. That's so exciting. Stuff like that also just like puts harder days into perspective. Like, this week has just been so challenging, but now all I want to do is go get her and snuggle her, and like, I just found like so much patience, you know, like, and gratitude in watching something like that. I'm like, okay, just reset. It really isn't that big of a deal, and we'll get through this and move on. But this is all the stuff that matters. Just like having her here and our family, and like, oh, just puts everything into perspective. It is not way past when I would usually get her up. Oh, okay, she's stirring now. The last time I looked, she was like completely out. And the other day when I had to get her up for her doctor's appointment, she was not happy at all. So I wanted to just like let her go for honestly as long as she wanted, because I just don't think that she napped very well. The other thing is, I almost know to a T when she gets up only by when Hippo starts meowing. It's like Hippo can sense that she's up even though Annie's not making any sound. Hippo's like telling me that she's awake right now. I did end up squeezing in a few things. I literally took pictures for like 20 minutes, and like, when I look at them just all together, it's so funny because they all just are like slight variations of like the same exact pose and the same exact thing. But to me, they are different. Like, to me, I will probably pick maybe 5 of these that are like top contenders to actually edit and or use, but they're all the same thing. I am happy looking at them on the computer. I was a little worried when I would look at the previews on my phone, but the coloring just wasn't there on the previews on my phone. I was wondering if the lighting was off because I had to change up positions, but I would say this was a good use of my time, and I definitely feel like I did something for me. I know it sounds so silly, but doing this, I'll be happy that I have a matching profile picture with the new branding. It'll just like go with it, and it captures me in this phase of life, and I don't tend to do that very often. Just me, like without her in pictures, so that kind of feels like a treat in a way as well. It is definitely time for another toy rotation in this house. She's just not reaching for her toys as much as she was at the beginning of last rotation, and it's been a couple weeks, maybe even 3-ish weeks by now, so it's perfect time because we got our next Lovevery play kit, and we always have at least 2 Lovevery toys as part of every rotation, and this one is the Adventurer play kit. It's for months 16, 17, and 18. So let's unbox, see what's inside, and decide what toys we're gonna keep out for this rotation and which ones we're gonna work up to as the months come on. We genuinely love Lovevery toys in this house. They are such a staple. Like I said, they're part of every toy rotation, and these toys come at the perfect time because they are designed by experts for children's developing brains. So depending on what developmental stage our babies are in, the toys are designed all around that. Oh my gosh, these play kits just get more intricate as the months go on. This is so exciting. Right off the bat, here's a glance at everything in this play kit, and this little map gives you a suggestion of which ones to maybe start with and which ones to work up to. And that information is also found in the play guides that the kits come with. And then every play kit also comes with this little material guide, I would call it. So you know exactly the materials that these toys were made out of, which I love. For example, the Race and Chase ramp, which I think she's gonna really like this, I'm really excited, is FSC certified, sustainably harvested wood with water-based non-toxic finish. I love knowing that. I love knowing that as a mom. But let's freaking dive in because I'm so excited. I'm pretty sure every play kit has come with a book. It started out as really simple contrast books at her like newborn kit, which is crazy to think back to the newborn kit. But then everyone after that has a book that again matches the developmental age. This is Max and Nana Go to the Park, and these are books that she grabs and reaches for all the time during story time. All right, next up is the Race and Chase ramp. Oh my Lanta, I know she's gonna love this so much. Okay, this is really fun because I didn't realize that this ramp came with 2 lanes. Like it really is for racing the cars together versus just sending one down. The red car one. And this one is suggested as one of the first toys, so let's keep that one out during this toy rotation. Next up we have the Fuzzy Bug Shrub. Oh my gosh, it counts as storage too. Okay, that's so cute. We can work on identifying different bugs that she might find when the snow goes away up here. I know she's gonna love the bumblebee, and we've been working on butterfly. Oh, that's so fun. And by using the play guide, I know that this toy specifically is for building finger strength and dexterity. The guide gives you a why do it section and then how to do it section. So I think the cars and this shrub will be out for us this time. Next up we have a wooden stacking pegboard. Okay, this is literally so fun. They have a bunch of different colored stackers and they each fit into each other, so you can work on stacking the pegs as such, stacking same color on same color, and working on categorization, or just having a bunch of fun with all the different pegs, mixing and matching colors, having a blast. Next up are the Copy Me cups. So by now our toddlers might know the different parts of their face or their body, and kind of like more fun flashcards, we can pull ones and say pat your head and follow the directions on each of the cups. Like this one says reach up high. Okay, the next one is labeled as an extra walking or moving motivation toy, and it's the simple pull toy, except as you pull it, the little spinners in here will spin to the different colors. So I can imagine whether they're crawling, they're walking, they're working on standing up, that is solid motivation to get some movement in. That's a fun movement toy for sure. Okay, and then lastly, this is what is in the pouch. It is a threadable bead kit. And the main purpose for this at this age is about working with both hands at once. I can see her getting pretty frustrated with this, but I also know that frustration and figuring things out is vital to learning and developing. So this will be testing multiple things during this developmental stage. And we have a bunch of different sizes and shapes beads. And then she can work on, like it said, having one hand be doing the thing and the other hand kind of manipulating it. It'll be interesting to see when she kind of wants to pick this up or is interested in it. The play kits are a subscription service, but you can cancel with no penalty at any point. But I'm telling you, the first play kit that you get for your kid, you're hooked immediately, need all of the play kits every time. And they also have separate play things on their website. So I will leave links to both of those categories, the play kits and the separate play things, down below, specifically if your baby is at a really really young age. I always like to say that the play gym we used every single day when Annie was in the first few months, up to like 6 months, I would say. She got so much use out of the play gym, and her newborn play kit went perfectly with the play gym because you could hang little things on it. She would lie on the little play mat under the play gym, and we would do little cards and like contrast things. It came with a mirror, like there was a whole thing. So pairing those things together was so good. Thank you so much, Lovevery, for always sending our family the next play kit. We seriously so appreciate it. Okay, it is Monday. We did not get to the toy rotation this weekend, which is usually when I like to do toy rotations, because any second the little one is going to be coming in here, and as much as I love spending time with that little one, it's tough to do a toy rotation with her physically here. She wants to get into all of the toys, and then she sees me putting away the other ones, but it's getting a little tougher as we get older. But also to do the toy rotation within this same space, it gets a little chaotic. So I think the game plan is I'm going to take out all of the toys and just put them in the hallway, the ones that are going away, which is I think pretty much all of them. We had our Fisher-Price dollhouse out for a couple rotations because it was such a brand new toy, but I think it's time for it to go away, and I think she'll be excited to see the barn out because she hasn't seen that in a little bit. So I think that'll be fun. But yeah, let's take all of this out, and then I can take the bin out and have this space to just take out a few things. The things that I am keeping in mind that are gonna be in this rotation, like out for this rotation, that are not in the bin are the 2 Lovevery toys that we chose. And there's a new toy that we got at Target that we haven't brought out yet, but I think that's gonna stay out in the like other half of the apartment. Ooh, that's the other thing. I have some toys out there that I want to do a switcheroo on as well. So one step at a time.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world inhales.
Sharks! Yeah, girlfriend.
I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy we go,
You want to play with this?
easy,
play with your
easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
All right, so real quick, this is what it's looking like. That was a little crazy, but we did it. We've got the 2 new Loveverys here. I made sure to bring out a fresh stacker for her. That's the puzzle. I usually will have a puzzle within a rotation. She's got 3 that we rotate between, and I already saw her playing with all of this, let's be honest. She hasn't seen her piano in a bit, and I tested it out to see if she still liked it, and she seemed to enjoy it, so that's out as well. We always keep her blocks out. That's one of her current favorites, so the blocks are a constant. Switched out a few of her animals. And then this bin here, I just call it her like knick-knack type of bin. We've got a couple bottles to feed her babies, which she likes. She really enjoys these little board books. They're pretty simple, but really fun to flip through. She loves these baby shark finger puppets, and we sing with them. Obviously a pair of sunglasses for her to play with and dress up with. I always keep her hats out. She's always going between her hats. Hi, monkey! And her barn. I want to get another Fisher-Price Little People set to switch through because right now we're between that house and this, but I'm afraid we already peaked with the barn. So I asked on my Instagram for other parents to tell me what the best sets are, and the camper seems to be a good one to go to, and also the garage/car wash. So I've got my eye on, I think, the car wash next. I think she would like that. And then her Tony box is in the other room, but I made sure to switch out for 2. Hello, baby. Oh, you need help? I got you, Bubba's. Thank you for telling me. Here you go. Here, I'll bring all the animals on this side for you, okay? So yeah, I got out a couple new Tonys and put back a couple old ones. And then she hasn't seen this yet, but I brought out her. Hey honey, have you seen this? Your own vacuum. Come here. Look, your vacuum. I know, I know. A vacuum, yes baby, good job. Her play kitchen is always a constant with her food. And then out here we had a couple of vehicle type of things, so I switched out for the bus that was away and then 2 of her cars. She's got 4 of these cars and I just switched between the colors. Her princesses, which our friends Jenny and Eric got her, she already went for them, so that's definitely a favorite. They used to be Patriots football players here, but now they're princesses. But anyways, my friends, that is going to be it for today's vlog. I hope you all enjoyed it. I have a phone call to hop to right now, so Jack and I are going to do a switcheroo. But if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure to do so down below. My Instagram is also linked down below in case you want to stay up to date with more real-time updates. I love you all so much, and I will catch you in the next one, my friends. I'll see you later. Bye!